Take me for a runaway. I guess I'm a little torn.
The quality of your 5 to 9 depends on the quality of your 9 to 5. The quality of your weekend depends on the quality of your week.
My life is on the highway, my song's on the radio.
They have competence and they have the skill set that is required to be in that position. And that also means that they're able to get things done. That's why they're able to progress and go up. But why their family lives suffer. You cannot have one personality for work and another personality for your family. We cannot simply switch off and switch on two different modes and say work mode, a different mode with different set of values, different set of systems, and then the family mode. It doesn't work. If I do not treat my colleagues with love, I cannot just go home and treat my family with love. I'm practicing not loving humans 8 hours. When I go home, I'm going to be the same with my family. If someone is using people for 8 hours, you simply can't go home and be a Buddha for 4 hours. No. You cannot switch it off. What you're practicing 8 hours, that's the same thing you're going to take home. You cannot have a different work personality and you cannot have a different family personality. I think this is the basic thing we need to understand. If 5 days of your week are crappy, you cannot have a great weekend. It's okay to have crappy 5 days where you seriously dislike what you do, you dislike your boss, you dislike everything you do, and you wait for the weekend, and when the weekend arrives, you are going to have a party. You cannot have a great party if your 5 days were crappy. Because the hangover of those 5 days won't leave you. And the fear of the next 5 days that are about to come in your life won't leave you. So basically, your celebration is colored by what has happened and what is going to happen. And naturally, the quality of your celebration will be compromised. You cannot separate our work from a life. What profession would it be wherein you'll be spending almost 8 to 10 hours every single day for the rest of your life? Because it's a major chunk of your life. So imagine 8 to 10 hours every day for 40 years. And it's not limited to these 40 years. It's going to influence the rest of your life as well. So you need to be extremely careful about the profession you end up spending a major chunk of your life into. I think this is number one that I think is really, really important. And number two, what if you're not in a position today to choose a profession? Maybe you're already in a field. Maybe you've already made a choice. You have two options. Number one, if you think what you're doing is impacting your life in a negative way, it's not worth it. We're not born to work. We're born to live. We're not born to suffer. We're born to celebrate. And if what you're doing is the cause of your suffering, is making you feel frustrated and suffocated, the wisest thing to do is leave. If you're already doing something and you think you do not have the margin to get out of it, which I disagree with actually, I believe if you're in a problem, the solution is always right in front of you. Lack of solution is not the problem. Lack of courage is the problem, always. However, still, if you choose to believe that you don't have the solution and you've already made a career choice and you're bound by the contract or the situation or the circumstances, you can still redefine this entire thing that you're doing in a way that it adds more beauty to your life. So you need to do a bit of thinking. If you think the behaviors, the attitudes and the habits that you display at work are kind of toxic for your family, kindly stop them at work. So So the habits, the attitudes, the behaviors you choose to display at work are the habits, attitudes, and behaviors that you're going to take home. So you got to be alert. You got to be extremely cautious about what kind of habits, attitudes, and behaviors you engage in on a daily basis at work. If you're controlling, if you're dominating at work because you're the boss, you're going to be the same at home. If you treat people like things at work, you're going to treat people in your family like things at home as well. You need to be clear what is the goal of your work life, and make sure the goal is a top quality goal. Because if the goal of your work life is poor quality, it's going to impact your family life as well. So people who work for money, hoping that they're going to use this money to have a great personal life, they're chasing an illusion. Because if they are working 8 hours every single day, only focused on money, they just can't go home and forget about money for 4 hours. No, it never happens. So they'll be sitting with their wife, husband, daughter, son, parent, having the conversation. But deep down, they would be thinking about money. So it better be that the goal of your professional life be sublime, top quality, so that when you're home and you're having these conversations with people who really matter to you, the beauty of this goal colors their life as well. Most people today, they are extremely careless about the choice of profession. They choose what is popular. They choose something that will get them more respect. They do not really audit the quality of a profession before jumping into it. Second, people do not know how to really redefine or define whatever they're doing in a way that adds more beauty to their life. Number three, people think it's okay to treat colleagues, people who are working under you, like crap, but it's really important to treat your family with love. They have this illusion. If you treat your colleagues and people under you like crap, you're going to treat your family and people who are really close to you like crap as well. You might be sweet with tongue, but your attitude is going to be the same. And number four, so if you have a crappy professional goal, your personal life is going to stink because of the stink from the crappy goal. And I have seen people who struggle in their personal life in spite of being hugely successful in their professional life. If you audit their life, you will see these four things. They have a crappy goal. Their treatment of their colleagues and people who work under them is extremely low grade. They are not able to define their profession in a way that adds beauty to their life. And number one, they got into the profession for wrong reasons. So the bottom line is, our work life and our personal life is our life. The common denomination in the work and the personal life is us. And I cannot switch on a different personality at work and a different personality at home. Doesn't work like that. Right? What we practice 8 hours every day at work, we take home. So if you treat your colleagues like family, you're going to treat your family like family. It's your life. Make sure you go for what you want. Make sure you express what you want to experience. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do tell me what you think about it. I'll be waiting for you.